Welcome to an Abington COPES moment. My name's Melissa Cook and I am the Program Director of Abington COPES. Today I have with me Ryan O'Connell. He has been with me since the beginning. He came to our very first meeting and then he is the only one still standing 4+ years later. Today we're just going to run down some events we had and talk about our signature 5K. But first I wanted to introduce Ryan, and do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. I am somebody that is in long-term recovery. I've been in recovery for about 8 years now. I came to this board about just under 5 years ago. At that point in time, I was working in the field in Abington, in the substance abuse field, and I was approached to come to this meeting. And over the years, I've had some family problems with the younger kids and kids in high school and that sort of stuff. So it was something good for me to be a part of in the town. My career has taken me outside of Abington a bit. And from there, Melissa has kind of wanted me to stay on the board as someone that's been here since the beginning.
Really wanted.
And, I just said, I live in Weymouth, so it is something that's close to me. It's something that I'm able to, I've gone into the schools and spoke to the kids, and I've attended most of the events and that sort of stuff. So it was something that I could see myself staying a part of.
Yes, when you came into the school, we called it Ryan's story.
Yeah.
And the kids, it was kind of not a resource fair, but a mental health wellness fair. And Ryan went into different classrooms, and the kids loved loved you.
They did. Well,
yeah.
Well. Funny story is, I was a little bit while later, a couple weeks after, I was at the Ryan's amusement arcade place in Hanover, and 3 or 4 of the kids that were part of the thing at the school were working there, and they came up and they're like, "Hey, can we get a picture with you?" and all this stuff. So it was at that point I was like, you know what, that story resonated with some kids, right? My story that I told as a kid that struggled with these sorts of things in high school and going into college, some kids that resonated with some kids, whether it was for them or for their friend or for somebody that they know. So it was nice to hear that, I guess, at the time, being like, oh, these kids could understand what I was talking about.
And I do remember coming in, you were like, you had to come in early in the morning, but then when you left, you said that was fun.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I enjoyed that type of stuff. Working in the field and being around it all the time, and then being able to talk to kids that may be talking to their parents about something like that. It's cool to be a part of. You always have to get me to go, and then when I leave, I'm
if it's early in the morning, a little tough. But
I'm happy to do it once I get there.
Ryan's actually really good with kids. He connects with them pretty well, I think.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. Yep. And then the vigil a couple of years ago, Ryan also spoke at and shared his story. And dare I say, you knocked it out of the park. Ooh, yeah. I don't like to give Ryan a big
too much credit.
No.
Yeah. No, again, something that I've done at prior vigils. I did one in Canton a couple of years prior, so I wasn't as nervous coming into this one. But anywhere that, and I think this goes for anybody in the space, anybody that's talking to kids, anybody that's talking to adults, anybody that's talking to parents that are given some sort of education on substance abuse. I think it's good, and when you hear the personal stories, whether it be from someone in recovery or from a mom or a dad or a brother or a sister that has dealt with somebody in these spaces, I always feel like that knowledge is good knowledge.
Yeah, super appreciated that. Last year we did, for International Overdose Awareness Day, we did a tree planting ceremony in remembrance. We had a plaque in remembrance of those we've lost. I think we are going to gather at that space for International Overdose Awareness Day. Not quite positive what we're going to do, but I think it's just going to be we're going to be here, my group's going to be here, and we're going to honor those we've lost. So I lost my sister 5 years ago to an overdose, and that is why this all got started. And I just have been looking at my tattoo. I will live for the 2 of us. So how we started was I reached out to Allison Sullivan, and she was trying to think of the 12 different sectors, and she reached out to Ryan, and that actually is how we started. But I just wanted to go over some events we have coming up. Actually, I didn't even tell you about this one.
Carry on.
Yep. The Brockton Rocks, Abington COPES bought a ton of tickets, and finally.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Right. No, because you shot me down last year.
All right.
Yeah. And this is just open to family, community members, whoever want. I put it out there. It went out through the schools, and I had a lot of people reach out to me like very quickly. And then we've actually sold all the tickets, or not sold, yeah, sold. And I actually have to call and see if I can purchase more tickets just for us, like the Abington COPES members, to be able to go. So I think that should be a fun night. Yeah, in the, just showing this is what we're about, community, and making fun things happen for families that they might not otherwise do, because I always say, connection is prevention. So we have that. So the Teen Center Committee recently went before the Select Board, and we kind of presented to the Select Board about what is kind of lacking in Abington right now. And I don't want to get too much into that because that's like I said, a separate committee. But we did connect with Park and Rec to do a dive-in movie night, like a spin-on drive-in movie night, where the kids were able to bring floats into Island Grove, the pool area, and watch the movie. So that was a fun idea. We were pretty excited about that. I just want to mention we did create a Facebook group, Abington Teen Center Initiative. So if you want to join that, we're going to post all our events, and we've done some surveys on there. What else do we have coming up? Oh, also, when we met, me and the Teen Center Committee we've met separately, and we are going to roll this out. We are going to do the first Friday of every month. We're going to have, for middle schoolers, just like an open gym at Frollo Gym. Maybe we'll do different themes and whatever. Maybe you want to drop in and hang with the kids. I feel like that might be up your alley.
Maybe.
Say hi to Adeline.
Yeah, sure, sure.
He knows my daughter, Adeline. And then also something I'm excited about for the half days, we're going to be offering different things at Frollo as well, because half days, kids are wanting something to do. So we're going to be offering that. So I am excited to have that. It's funny, right before I came in here, I've talked about our friends before. My friend Jake White with 518. I don't think you were there that day, but you've probably heard me talk about him. He's come into the schools twice, and he presented to our 7th. The first year he spoke to our 7th and 8th graders, and now those 8th graders are sophomores, so they've already heard him. So we're trying to bring in a mental health speaker to speak to. We'll see. It's still in the works, early on. I have to talk to administration. But that is something I'm looking forward to. Working with Jake White, he still does consulting with me, so he's a super awesome person, and I love all the ideas and everything he brings. I think, and then I just want to get to our signature event, our 5K. It was our second meeting, and yeah, it was we met in March, and in April, as most of you know, the Jeff Coombs Memorial Road Race took place for 20 years. It was the 20th year, and I said hey, want to do a 5K? That would be a good idea to jump into that spot, not take it over because this is completely different, but just jump in that spot. So this is our 5th annual 5K.
Which is crazy.
It is crazy, yeah, because it's our 5th annual, but I haven't gotten any older, so
yeah, that
it's weird.
This has gotten much bigger over the years at this point, so that's also good to see. It just sometimes when time goes by like this, I literally thought it was, what did I say, year 3 or 4?
You did.
I just really, it's been something that's been good. We've gotten bigger and bigger every year, and we hope that this year does the same.
Yes, so it's our 5 year, so I haven't asked, like, we're trying to reach 500 participants for our 5th year. That is our goal, so I just want everyone to register, or not even, you don't have to register, you can just come down the morning of, because I think I'm like running it, so I think it's a fun morning. Like, we have a DJ, we have Raul, food truck. He is our MC. He's a dad in town who also works for NBC, and we're super grateful for him to MC it. He just adds like a special touch to it. And food trucks, we have face painting. She also does the balloon thing, and it's just like, I feel like it's just like a good day in the community. Like, I feel like most people don't leave that event and they don't leave like, oh, that really was a waste of my time.
Yeah.
And we do have a in loving memory banner of, so we have a picture, it is what I just said, of our loved ones that have passed, and I feel that's special. That's important to honor them, because like for me, like that's the why. This is why I started doing it. And our member Bob, he lost his brother, so his brother's picture is in there. And I have some people in town, friends, acquaintances, who they've lost someone. And it's meaningful for them to come and see their loved one pictured on that banner. It's just a fun day in the community. And I feel like, again, like just bringing the community together, like having conversations. What is Abington COPES? Talking, we really want kids to run, because I think the kids actually have fun doing it, but maybe that way the parents can have a conversation with the kids, like, hey, this is what this is why we're doing it, and maybe bring up a conversation about prevention. But as I said before, connection is prevention, so I feel like when community gets involved, that creates change. So we're looking forward to it. It's September 20th at 9 a.m. It is at Woodsdale Elementary, where it's been so I guess it's been going on 25 years now, at 9 a.m. And like I said, it's like a party atmosphere after. I know people have probably seen the lawn signs around town. So again, just really, we would love to get to 500 participants, and I know like anything's possible, so it can happen. And just this morning, I was a little nervous about getting who we were going to get for food trucks, because I had an idea, it didn't pan out, so we're like getting down to it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, who am I going to get? So my husband called George Montilio this morning, and they're gonna do it. So I love Montilios myself, like wicked good cakes. So they'll be doing pastries and coffee or whatever. So that was like kind of like breaking news this morning, and it made my day. So, and then I just want to end with, if you want to find out more about us, abingtoncopes.com is our website, and also where you go to register. No, abingtoncopes.org, sorry. And our Facebook page, Instagram, Abington COPES. And like I said, the Abington Teen Center Initiative, if you want to join that. We do meet on the second Monday of the month at 6 p.m. Reminder, we have that coming up. Mm-hmm. For 6 p.m. in the community room at the police station. And I always say, come for the cookies, stay for the meeting, because you can attest. How are the cookies?
The cookies are good.
Wicked good.
Yeah, I get
not just
ones,
good.
Yeah,
wicked
I like
good.
the other ones better.
What?
The Christmas ones, personally.
Oh, those are once a year, Ryan.
But, yeah, I know, but
you're
you
pushing
asked.
it.
You asked.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they are. I do make Ryan his own little bag too, because
I have the tins. There's several of them in my cabinet.
Well, I make his own because I'll just say it again. I super appreciate Ryan staying involved. He doesn't really doesn't live in Abington, as he said. He doesn't work in Abington any longer, but I super appreciate him for staying involved, and I'll say that to him. I feel like I, make that known, even though we have a joking banter, a love-hate kind of thing. But
at times.
Yeah. But I do appreciate you. So.
Of course.
And especially coming to
Likewise.
do this with me today. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Yep, I'll just leave with abingtoncopes.org. Come for the cookies, stay for the meeting.